What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only world battle with the health and plagues mod. And at the end of the last video we had some huge developments go down. Before I get into that, I just want to say the last two episodes have been kind of laggy when the big civs had their turns. So I'm using a different software for this video and hopefully it will work out a bit better. If not, we may have to move towards more highlights. I'll see at the end of this episode basically. But yeah, we saw Rome declare war on Spain, which probably wasn't the best Roman move. They're probably going to get this southern Italian Spanish city, but I think Spain could get lucky here, especially because although the Roman navy is here, the Roman military is either in North Africa, a little bit here, or pushing into Mecca. We also saw the Huns attack Assyria, so they'll probably take this city here, but nothing more than that. And there's still ever-growing tensions in South America, so we'll see how that all plays out. But first we have a look at the info addicts, and also this Shoshone city is about to finally fall to the Iroquois, as it seems is Chinook to Texas. Impressive from Texas, but it does look like they're going to do it finally. So population, first big characteristic, and Vietnam out there in the lead, 23.3 million people. Then there's Texas quite a way back actually with 17 million, then Congo 15 million. Surprising there, Russia 14 million, Poland 13 million. Who's the smallest? Let's have a look. 150,000 people of the Shoshone who are about to become Iroquois, I guess, in these characteristics. Let's see who's dead. Let's just have a look. So the Khazar are gone, France are gone, America's gone, Nigeria's gone, Carthage is gone, and Ethiopia is gone. They've all been eliminated. I am the Ottomans, so we'll ignore them. Crop yield, and again the Shoshone very low. Carthage and Ethiopia still have units wandering around. That's why they're on 0. Everyone else is actually fully dead. But Texas 318 million bushels, well out ahead. Congo in second. Then I'm sure you don't really want to know the numbers maybe about food, but the Iroquois in third. Vietnam in fourth, so maybe they won't be top population for much longer, although they are quite a way out in the lead. Poland fifth, Rome sixth, Brazil, Spain. Production, this is one of the big ones. So Texas out there in the lead by 1 million ton more than the Congo again. Then there's the Iroquois about 50 tons back. Poland again about 15 tons back. And then Vietnam just off of Poland. Then you've got Brazil, India, Rome, Argentina, Spain, Australia. Some of the expected people. Britain doing a bit worse than expected, but they're there. GMP, the Iroquois out in the lead. Then Congo. Then Australia, surprisingly, in third. Pretty strong economy from Australia. Poland 4th, Texas 5th, Vietnam quite far down, but again gold isn't the be all and end all for AI. Land area, Vietnam actually in the lead, but I guess that's because they're settling a lot of islands now. So 2.7 square kilometers, Texas in second with 2.4 million. I thought Texas would be winning. Then there's Congo at 2 million, just ahead of the Iroquois by about 60,000 or 60,000, and then 20,000 themselves ahead of Poland. And then Spain are actually pretty close. India also pretty big. Let's see, military manpower. The big one you want to see, the Iroquois in the lead, 297,000 soldiers. Ahead of the Congo, 290,000. Texas, 282,000. Poland, 271,000. Songhai in 5th, bit of a surprise, 239,000. I can see Rome aren't doing as well. Some would hope. Vietnam also really low, just down there in 12th. But Spain's still outnumbered by Rome, so we'll see how that plays. Of course, it could be Great Britain that changed that war if they get involved. So you can see Britain in 8th with a bigger military than Rome actually. So maybe Britain could actually attack Spain, or they could attack Rome. I think Rome would be the better move. Brazil and Australia also up there, 6 and 7. Australia do look really strong, whether they'll ever need to use that. Poland, of course, top of social policies. No surprises there, 26. Congo 22. Vietnam, Texas 20. Morocco 19 with Argentina, good job. Happiness, like I said, it's just negative. We'll look for it. And Vietnam, -4th. So they're probably going to go for a slow period, Vietnam. That is something I wasn't expecting, but there we go. Technologies, Ethiopia, Carthage. Rhodesia are the lowest of the still alive civs, technically. 32. And there's the Zulu in Egypt, 36. Persia, 37. There's some of the weaker guys. Is there any surprise? The Huns, 41. They're doing pretty badly, considering they are quite big. Same with Mongolia. But Spain 42 and Britain 44. Actually, that's not too bad, I guess. We'll see what the leaders are on. So Texas right in the lead, 54. Then Vietnam 53. Just ahead those two of the Iroquois with 50. And then Congo and Poland 49. Rome and surprisingly Korea. Obviously Korea are good at science, so even though they're small, 48. And then you got 47 from some of the sort of next tier, just sub top level civs. So we've got 47, Brazil, Australia, India, Russia, Argentina, and then loads of other people. Cities, Spain are in the lead, I feel, yep, 16. Then the Iroquois, 13. Vietnam, 12. Texas, Poland, 11. Congo, Rome, 10. Science output, yep, Texas are putting out the most. Then Vietnam, so the top two are going to keep growing further away as it stands. So that's the Iroquois, Poland, Brazil, get on and do something. The Congo and Rome down here, 6 and 7. I just want to get into the battle, so I'm rushing through this a bit. But Congo, miles out at clearing culture output, 484. Poland and Vietnam joint second on 133. Then Texas 128. Australia 106. Australia are doing better than expected, I feel. But because we never really see them in a war, it doesn't really matter. Wonders, Congo again out on top 5. Vietnam 4. 3 for Texas and the Inca. So taking that Incan capital will be really big in South America. And then Faith Gain, the Iroquois just winning. Let's do a quick religion overview though. Anyway, the dominant religion of the world at the moment. Well, there's one in the New World, in the Americas, and then one in the Old World. So in the Americas, it is Protestantism of the Iroquois. It dominates North America, and it's pushing deep into South America. It's in South America in some places. Obviously, Catholicism of the Mayans is down to just 9 cities. 8 cities from Ethiopia's Eastern Orthodox. Obviously, they're not spreading that so much anymore. Morocco's Islam, pretty dominant across Africa and Europe, I can imagine, 44. Then in the third place religion is Zoroastrianism from Persia, which is 32, which is sort of in the Middle East and Eastern Europe. And spreading out towards people like the Huns, Mongolia, I think, as well. Japan have Shinto, which is in the East as well, 26, which is also a pretty strong religion. Sikhism, none, no. So I'm going to hit next turn, and everything is going to be insane. I'm going to wait, because Texas will be last to die. The Iroquois should go pretty soon, I feel. Like I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like there might be a little improvement. No, it doesn't. Maybe not. Maybe not. It looked like there might have been an improvement in performance, but that might not be the case. It's now frozen on India. But that's because they're picking their policies for autocracy. So we'll see. Maybe, because OBS is what I was using before, is quite intensive on the PC. But I've never had the problem before, so hopefully it's just a one-off thing. But I'm using Shadow Play, which I think will probably be better. Although the Iroquois are also taking ridiculously long time. Maybe I just didn't notice that. That would probably be why they have moved in. And there we go. So the Sioux are all that remains between the Iroquois and Texas. Rome has declared war on the Inca. And there we go. Rome has just grabbed this southern Spanish city for themselves. And now we're going to see the real battle break out here off eastern Spain. Songhai v the Incans. It's a big war. See, Spain have Toledo, so they can do some damage very close to Rome. And it looks like Britain are thinking about doing something, because they are here. And here we go, here's Spain's turn. So let's see how this goes down. This is going to be a really big turn. So we're going to see a lot of boats destroyed, probably. We're seeing some damage done. Nothing too noticeable. A few boats were destroyed down here. It's going to be an interesting time. Also, this current plague is definitely the worst plague so far. It's spread really far. Okay, there we go. The Incans may die before Argentina. Do you imagine if Argentina stepped in to save the Inca? That would be incredible. But yeah, Brazil v the Inca, Maya. Oh, and the Mayans. Brazil v the Mayans. That's probably not wise, Brazil. I mean, the Mayans actually have quite a good navy out here compared to what they have anyway. If the Mayans started taking Caribbean cities, that'd be quite funny. Also, Brazil just settled another island in the Caribbean. They already had the land, but they've settled it anyway, just to make sure. So we're probably going to see, but I never know, we might see Spain push over here and try something. It also looks like Texas may be preparing here. It looks like they're going to send this force out to Cuba. Of course, there is a Texan-Spanish war currently going on. Is there any other wars? India, oh yeah, there is Mecca. Rome are still trying to send units, and India are coming with an army. Now, obviously, they've conquered the Oman, Yemen, southern section of the peninsula for themselves, which is good for them, and the outbreak did just end. Just like that. The Ebola outbreak is gone. It's good for the world. A few videos back, you guys were asking me about where I would like to live the most, and I think that is probably going to change, since I can't remember what I said back then, but right now, I don't know, not Berlin. I was going to say Berlin. They've been pretty peaceful all video. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty safe places. I mean, you know, Chile and New Zealand seems like a... Actually, no, Australia. Australia is definitely one of the safer places to live. If you can live with all the spiders and stuff. It's pretty safe, I'm sure. Where else is just pretty remote? Not going to be invaded anytime soon. Japan has been pretty peaceful this last sort of few hundred years. And they appeared to be friendly with Vietnam. They did have open borders a second ago. Ooh, look at this. Mongolia going for Mumbai. That'd be pretty impressive if Mongolia could grab this. It'd be quite a big chunk of land too, going Mongolia's way. Chile and Assyria pieced out. How are the Huns doing? They are slowly making some progress. But Chile and Indonesia pieced out. So they don't give anything away. That's all that matters, because the AI was fairly dumb early in the video. That's mainly why France died and China have struggled so much, because just poor peace deals. I'm just going to watch this. I think the Huns have already been this turn, so we'll have to wait. But yeah, it's getting slower. We're just going to have to focus on some areas. Okay, so this city actually did come under siege a bit from Rome. So Britain, what are you thinking, Great Britain? Are you going to join in? Are you going to come to the Spanish's aid and banish the Romans, ruin their chances of being in that prestigious top 5? Although, obviously, I acknowledge everybody that makes it into the top 10. I mean, Britain could still be a surprise one, obviously with Paris under their control. That's pretty big. But whether they'd be willing to side with the Spanish is another question altogether. Also, are we going to see the Sioux? Okay, Chinook has got to fall soon, surely. This unit can definitely go in across the sea, I feel. Is there not a road? There must be a road. But yeah, it's gonna fall soon. I don't know if this artillery is pounding the city or not. It might be. But if it is, that's definitely helping. But yeah, Texas, if they take the Chinook city, that is pretty bad for the Iroquois, because it's probably game over at that point. In terms of the strength of these two. I don't know, actually. It's a good city. 17 population. They'll have, finally... we'll see. Not finally. It's not something I've been waiting for. But Texas will have access to the Pacific Ocean, which will allow them to easily conquer the other coastal cities along this way without having to worry about the mountains so much. And it will sort of be the first step in taking out the rest of the west coast. I mean, the Sioux seem pretty happy here. This is a nice city, by the way. 17 population. The Iroquois have obviously moved in here now. But it'd still be really tough. The Iroquois have the Great Lakes in the way. If Texas was to try it, I think they'd have much more success. Someone settled here? Oh no, that's just the Aztecs are still there. I thought someone else had settled there. Surprised to see the Congos such a strong military. They are the second civ to get a plane. Only one. Poland have many. But I was also surprised to see a strong army from the Songhai, who in sub-Saharan Africa are looking pretty good. But they're just pretty quiet at the moment. They're not really aiming to take anyone out. It's interesting. There's so many battles and boats just fighting out in the sea. It's ridiculous. It's going to be too hard to keep track of what goes on in the sea. I'm just going to be keeping my eye on the important sieges that go on around the world. I'm going to be keeping a big eye on this Roman war. And obviously especially on if Greece or Britain decide to get involved. Either way, could be a big turning point. Here is Britain's turn. No war, but they are moving units around. Got their red coats here, and obviously Britain do have quite a good navy. We saw them take Munich. So, who knows? They should definitely go for like Cumae and Leeds. There we go. Iroquois biggest military. Texas actually up to second, so the Congo have dropped in recent times since in the last 3 turns. Poland third, Congo 4, Songhai 5th. Australia 6, Britain there 7, like Rome are 11, Spain 13. So wouldn't surprise me if Britain got involved. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm surprised Japan have stayed so quiet, but if it's keeping them alive, okay, Texas are definitely going to be close to taking this city. So turn 300, so we've probably got another 100 turns to go. That's fingers crossed that the performance issues do not return too early. But like I said, if we'll try, I usually try to get to 400 or as close to it as I can in the videos, and then I'll do a top 10, and then I'll try and just leave my computer running, not recording, and try to get to a point in the future, and we'll see what happens. Like, I can just have a day where I just leave it to run and see what happens, and then it doesn't matter how laggy it is, because when I record the ending, it'll just be me clicking between, and it'll be fine. And there we go. The Huns have taken the city of Atil, the former Khazar capital, for themselves. Maybe we'll see the late game comeback from the Huns. Who knows? But that's probably good for them to take that. They do have quite a bit of land, so who knows? And 3 fairly good cities. Mongolia are struggling here. Wait, Vietnam have backstabbed China at some point, and I've just ignored it since they teamed up on Korea. Vietnam take Beijing, then it opens up a whole lot more opportunities up here towards Korea again. The Huns here, Mongolia. But yeah, Vietnam, not many land units left. They have burnt out most of their land units. They are quite strong in the oceans. I see a lot of frigates dashed around. There's actually some units up here in the Korean peninsula, but Korea are still fighting their way through, trying to squeeze out some settlers. I presume they're going to settle this island. The Chinook and Chile have peaced out. The big thing here is Texas still not quite there. Not quite. They're so close. Japan could get involved now. Could you just imagine Japan stealing it like a privateer? They have one down here. It'd be probably too late. But just imagine Japan stealing away at Chinook. That'd be insane. Brazil have blocked off Spain from coming back. Wherever that settler's gone, it's not getting the Panama Canal now. But yeah, Brazil probably not going to have too much success. Okay, Spain are in trouble. Maybe I underestimated Rome. Where is this city that has just fallen? Oh my goodness. Okay, so Rome used their army in Birmingham, so Cornwall, and in England, and have managed to take Ireland. Spanish Ireland has fallen into Roman hands, which may make everything a bit tougher if Britain choose to get involved. Britain would probably be more focused on these 2 cities here than they would, say, Cumae and Leeds, which are the 2 they could really do with. I wonder what Poland are thinking about all of this, because they are probably the strongest civ in Europe. I know people have mixed opinions, but I think Poland are definitely stronger than Rome. I mean, look at this area, it's just open. But Poland, lots of units here, north of the Black Sea, lots up here in the Baltic Sea, and plains. I mean, can't forget that they've got plains. Okay, so Chinook go first, then Texas, and they're really struggling, Texas. Come on. Not rooting for you, but you're turning into the Vietnam, what Vietnam did with Seoul, except you're not killing all the people that live here, which is always wise. And this is a harder city to take than Seoul. You know, you could have done this if Vietnam would have used their navy more efficiently, much quicker. And anything else gonna happen? Nope. Let's hit next turn then. Hanoi is at 33 population, and Delhi there 26. So these are 2 cities. If Vietnam could take Delhi, then they'd be right back in the race to definitely win the campaign. I don't know whether they're slipping away from that at the moment. I feel like Texas can get Chinook taken. I feel like they may just edge that lead to be in a group on their own ahead of everybody else, including the Iroquois, because the Iroquois may have a bigger army in numbers, but don't forget most of that, or a big chunk of that, is in the east, and Rome are actually pulling through these tough times, and they've just taken Mecca. India was so close as well, but Rome obviously got lucky with one of their last units, grabbed it for themselves. So Rome, I don't know how long they'll hold on to that. Syria may want that for themselves, but or India could actually just declare war on Rome right now and go for it and take it while it's in the red. But yeah, Rome have gained 3 cities so far and are not looking too bothered by the Spanish threat. Spain being pushed back, but yeah, Britain, you need to act fast, Britain, before it just becomes too... Even Germany could definitely push into Leeds and Cumae if they wanted to. And that's ridiculous to think, but yeah, Germany could take Leeds, and then they'd be big-ish in Europe again. They would be relevant, although they are really far behind. They've still got pikemen, so maybe not. They've still got musketmen, so that's not going to help. What are Poland doing? They're just sitting up here like, yeah, we've got this big army. We don't want to use it. Apparently some of their boats actually got hurt. I don't know what they were doing, because they've not fought anyone in about 1,000 years. Just sat here, building. Is this it? Oh my goodness, this artillery just needs to be one closer, and they will get the job done. The problem is the Great War Infantry will probably die now, so it won't matter at all how that plays out. Yeah, Assyria pieced out with the Huns. They didn't give anything away. That's good. I was expecting that. You know, there was no way they could defend the city or get any units there. So that's fine. Assyria, it's not the end of the world. It was 2 population before, and looks like Russia may actually invade the Huns now. So it doesn't matter a great amount. Assyria still looking pretty strong in the Middle East and northeastern Africa. They've got to keep an eye out for the Songhai. And look at this Congo army. Where are they going? This better not... They're still trying to attack Persia. Credit to the Congo, but it's not working out for them, this attempt. Rome has pieced out with Arabia, who are, of course, gone. No more cities. They do have this crossbowman still alive. You may see India take it out. But anyway, India... That's a shame. They probably wanted Mecca, but they're still doing okay. They're not out of that top 10 race. Like I said, they're probably in the B list of civs at the moment. They are looking pretty strong. I mean, if they can hold on to Busan here and Mumbai till the end of the game, then they're still going to be quite influential on the other civs in the area. Vietnam are not going to take Beijing, sadly, for anyone rooting for Vietnam. Where'd those Korean settlers go? They went home again. Are you serious? Ideology, yep, it's autocracy again from Russia. Everyone's going autocracy. Mongolia are probably going to actually take Mumbai. I was saying they should keep it, India, but they are probably going to lose it. So that'll be good for Mongolia. I mean, they'll probably survive to the end of the game. Although this is going to hurt. A border with Vietnam will not be the greatest move, I feel. Wow, I can't believe Britain and Greece are both willing to just let Spain probably lose. I don't think Spain will lose too much more, to be honest, but I don't think they're going to win anymore. It's very interesting. So Spain and Britain, Greece and Britain obviously don't want to capitalise on Rome's failings. That is, well, they're not failing, but you know, Rome are at their weakest they've been. I mean, Spain are obviously struggling. I mean, they've got a big force off Orleans. If they put that into Neapolis, maybe that would be bigger to take this city than it has been to lose their others. Wow. Texas with a big turn, and Spain losing another city. I didn't even notice they were close to losing. But yeah, I completely forgot about eastern Cuba, which has now fallen to Texas. I doubt we'll see Texas push any further towards Spain, although they got a little force out here. That's interesting. Indonesia pieced out with Vietnam. Nothing changed hands, that's good. And the Chinook lost their capital. Finally, Texas moved in. They may even end up losing it back to the Chinook, which would be quite impressive. But maybe not. That leaves the Chinook down to 2 cities. And maybe the Aztecs could take them out. Although the Aztecs aren't really... I don't know what they're doing. They're just sat there with no army. Like, you know what? We'll just... Whatever happens, happens. I guess. They're just accepting their fate as quite weak. So... Okay, so Rome... I don't know what to say about Rome, but Greece... Come on. Make it interesting. Do something. At least give Spain open borders so they can get this frigate out into the Mediterranean to do some damage. I mean, it is probably protecting Toledo as I say that. So I'm quite interested. What are the Iroquois doing off here? They are sending... Okay, they're just reinforcing Machu. See off here, sort of Venezuela region. Ideology, autocracy, yep, as expected. Everyone's going autocracy now. I don't think anyone's gone freedom yet. There's still the bonuses, but no one wants to go freedom. It's just how it is. It's a sad world. And what cities are near? So Mumbai is in the yellow. Vietnam are trying. Bless them, they're trying, but it's probably not going to work. And the Inca are also very safe from Brazil. Ooh. Iroquois v Chinook, that really doesn't matter. It's just too far. Indonesia v the Chinook, again, it's not important. Indonesia are pretty weak now. They started well, but they lost those cities to Vietnam. So they're pretty weak now themselves. It is a sad state of affairs. Texas pieced out with the Chinook, and they probably should have tried to take another city, the Texans, in a peace deal. They could have definitely got Klats up here. I'm sure of it, but they didn't. So that does leave the Chinook still alive out here, up here towards the north, either side of this Aztec city. That's all I'm going to go with. And where is the Spanish dude going? Maybe he's going to settle here just to annoy Vietnam, if they weren't in a tough enough spot already. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. Hopefully, over the course of this episode, the lag has not been so bad. I will realise, depending on if it has, the next episodes may be sort of more highlighty based. I will just edit it down to the best moments. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment. I've already said this. What am I doing it again for? Because you should. Leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. If you've watched this far, you probably are subscribed. Hey look, Britain. Settling Edinburgh. Good job. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.